Welcome to the Winter Keynote 2026. With me here in the studio.
Me, Emma Basto. I'm the VP of Developer Relations here at Umbraco.
And my name is Philip. I'm the CTO here at Umbraco.
And I am Mats Persson, and I'm the CEO of Umbraco. So we're all geared up. We have a jam-packed agenda, and there's no other reason to get going, right? Yeah. Are we all settled? Sitting fine?
I'm so ready.
We're so ready. We have all the props with us. Everything is so let's get going. Cool. So the best way to start off is, of course, to have a little bit of a backwards looking and a summary of 2025. And we made a video for you, so here we go.
Congratulations with 20 years of Umbraco.
This is something that started out there in the community, and I want us to just recognize that. So Phil and Matt, please stand up. Let's give them a hand.
We have it once a year for all of our fantastic partners in the UK.
Of course, the Swedish Umbraco Partners Summit
in Frankfurt.
The Danish Partner Summit 2025.
Benelux 2025.
Codegarden is so creative, such a creative event.
This is my 10th Codegarden, and the whole reason to come back is the community. A family boat choice.
And basically the impeccable organization as well.
What a great year 2025 has been. There's so many confetti moments and reasons to celebrate us in there. But let me just to highlight a few of them in there. And first of all, as it is, our financial numbers are also through the whole year has been great. We grow on the top line with 22%. There's even some of our financial KPIs that is above 30%. We all do that with a profitable bottom line, not a lot, because we are investing the money that we earn into new people, new offices, as you've seen, Codegarden, and all the rest of the investments we do in order to continue to grow the world of Umbraco, because that's our mission. And our world of Umbraco, with the number of offices as they were in the video here, we're now having offices all the way from Melbourne in Australia, all the way to the west coast of United States of America in Denver. That's 18 hours of time differences. Makes the leadership meetings a little bit difficult, but early mornings and late evenings for some in that region. It's an amazing thing to have the opportunity to lead such a global company. We are truly global. We are all over the world. Also, as it is part of our world of Umbraco, our superpower, as I call it, the community, as you saw in the video, it's growing. Emma will talk more about that a little bit later on to it also, but it's the backbone of our world of Umbraco. Also in the world of Umbraco, our product, we will talk more about that. We have had a tremendous good year. Version 17 is out, what we call the safe haven. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on, but it's been an impressive year of the product development. And we're also kicking off a number of things today with a little bit of a launch. More to come on that. That's a cliffhanger. We also have 93 new partners into our ecosystem. We're reaching soon the 500 mark of partners. This is our go-to-market model as it is. Our partners are the most important part in our go-to-market. And with that, we also have our credit system, which you know, it's been implemented a couple of years ago. 3 it is, I think now. But with that, you can see it is a model that works. 90+% of all credits that are acquired are spent within a year, just as it's meant to be. We also see tremendous growth in how partners are spending more with us. You're doing more business on top of Umbraco, which is really what we want you to do. We see specifically that we have a growth of 50% within cloud, which is very good. It's proven that our product is getting more and more stable, more and more adoptable, and more in the range for you to grow your business with. So this is really good. The partner model works. But with that, before I let the others come in here, I want you to share 4 important news that we want to launch here. Bow wow. That's my own little jingle there I put in there. Bow wow. Yeah, anyway. So, we do. Umbraco 24-hour support. As of yesterday, 1st of Feb, we are now 24-hour support. We cover that through our offices, as I said earlier. Which means that it's standard support is 24 hours workday, but extended support is also available 24/7, where you have business critical applications or customers as it is, as usual. But we now have a full global support. We bring your support to you as you want it, in the pace you need it. We have a tremendous good support. Now we also have the hours with us here. A milestone for us, and we are very proud for that. That was the first one. The second one, the portal. This is the new partner portal launching today. With this, you will be able to follow the credit spent, the transactions you've made, and also forecast for it. But this is way more. This is the foundation for our full partner engagement model, where you will be able to see way more on this. So this is the first step. It's a full backbone development, so we're doing this thoroughly, as we always do. But this is a foundation for all further partner engagement and also the partner model. So more onto this, but it's launched as of today. It's welcomed. I don't think there's too many in here that will miss the Excel sheet as we know it. Number 3. We're also launching the 100% SLA on our main services, on cloud and the delivery API and the website, which is most important. We're now putting our head out there. It's not 99.99, it is 100%. Because we know and we see that we deliver upon it. So then we have put the SLA there. This is an industry, we're a little bit of a disruptor, and here we are disrupting the industry a little bit by having an SLA that's 100%. I'm at 4 now, I think. Yeah. So, ISO 27001. This is a little bit to my surprise, has become a big news. This was pre-launch. We wanted to keep it to today, but it was too much of a big news. So it actually went viral before we intended to it. Anyway, that's how it is when you have great things to share, where you actually have something that means a lot. We've seen that customers are picking this up. This was awaited for. This proves that we have things in order, that we are enterprise ready, that we'll talk about a little bit later on. But the fact is that someone says that this becoming ISO 27001 is more or less of a root canal work. But for us, it wasn't, because we have our house in order. There's been a project for it. Of course, there's been a lot of hours put into this. There's a lot of documentations for you that's been through it, but it hasn't been a major effort for us. We were already on this level. Now we have the official stamp that says you are ISO 27001 approved and certified. So we are having that. This has been picked up by a lot of our customers, a lot of our partners, and that's really brilliant to see that on the back of this. Brilliant. That's 4 news in a very rapid fashion. We have more to come. It's just so exciting, this, jumping up and down on this chair here. So, we're moving on to the next topic. Not a show off today without AI, right? So, of course, we're ready for it. Philip, we have got some feedback that our competitors or partners or competitors out there are talking more about AI than we do.
Yes.
Now's the time to change that, right?
Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Yes.
You're ready.
Very excited, very
pumped
happy.
up.
Yes. Let's move on. Great. Well, our competitors do talk a lot about AI, and we do talk too about AI, but a little bit differently. And I think we're probably the most AI-ready .NET CMS out there already because of our long history where we've been focusing on a flexible model, about powerful APIs, and about the marketplace and all of the ecosystem around. I think it all fits very well with our approach to AI. So at Umbraco, we consider ourselves a platform for AI. And we've been talking about this for a while. We've added a few more words to it. It's built for choice, it's longevity, and it's for real-world use. And let's talk a little bit about what that actually means. So when we develop new stuff on the AI front, we have 3 pillars that we kind of base everything around. And the first one is that AI should always be on your terms. You being the customer, the end customer. We don't want to force models on you. There shouldn't be any hidden costs, no magic buttons that you don't use. We think this really makes it a lot more of a safe long-term choice for you. And it also makes the compliance conversation a lot more easy when you know that you're in control, that you own everything yourself. Secondly, everything we do AI should be modular. AI evolves, and that means you shouldn't need to change your platform just as AI moves so fast. So when things are added, things are changed, because of our modular approach, everything will continue to work with Umbraco, and you'll just get more and more features available. And of course, this also means you shouldn't have anything forced on you that you don't want to. You choose what you want, and you pick it from the marketplace. If you don't want it, if you don't use it, you can completely ignore it. And if something's missing, maybe you can even just build it yourself. And thirdly, AI should be everywhere that Umbraco is. So Umbraco has really been great to work with AI already, but it's especially in the tools that you already use. Developers have their tools, maybe they use it for coding assistance. Editors have their use, maybe they use ChatGPT or whatever, and there's even a completely whole automation layer somewhere on top of that. And I think Umbraco actually fits pretty well into all of this. So we're really not trying to predict how everyone is going to be using AI or where AI will be going, but we think with our platform approach, we'll be a smart fit no matter how wrong we are in all of our predictions about AI. But let's talk about a little bit more about what this actually means for us as a product. So Umbraco CMS is still at the core of everything we do. And by design, there's no AI in the core of Umbraco CMS. That's because we want it to be free and easy and open for you to use for just what you want it to be. And then on top of that, we've built a layer that we call agent resources. So this is where an MCP server is a really good fit, where you can work with Umbraco from your ChatGPT or your Claude or your Gemini or whatever you use as your AI agent of choice. Other than the MCP server, we're working on skills so that your coding agents will know exactly how to build great stuff on top of Umbraco. This is really, really powerful, and I really think skills might be the next big thing in AI tech for 2026. And of course, we're at the forefront. And it means that for a rapidly evolving space like ourselves, we need, like Umbraco, the coding agents can keep up with us. They can write code that works on the newest version of Umbraco with the right skills. So this is very much what we've been talking about as Umbraco and AI. So like Umbraco and all the other tools. But today I want to talk a little bit more about the other side of that coin, which is of course AI inside of Umbraco. So this is a new thing that we're talking about today, and I'm really excited to show some of this off. Everything starts out here with Umbraco.ai. This is a base package that gives the users all the control that they want. This is where they choose how their AI models, or what models to use and how their AI actually works. And then on top of that, we have what we call feature packages. This is where all of the value actually lives. Some of these feature packages will be built by the community. Some of them will definitely be built by us, some of them by partners. And that's the whole point. We don't want to ship AI as one big feature that you can use or not use, but instead as many choices that you get to make, when you as the partner get to be the expert on this. You advise your customer on exactly what AI they need. So we ship it as modules. You can adopt them, you can extend them, or maybe you can just ignore them completely. But let's talk a little bit about what this actually means in practice. Umbraco stays stable, AI stays flexible as it evolves, and you stay in control. So let's talk a little bit about how this actually works. So I've made a new demo for you, and I'm so excited to show it off for you. So we start out with the normal starter kit that you know from Umbraco. So this is just a regular Umbraco, but now inside of the settings section, there's a whole new AI category. So this is where you manage your connections, where you say like what LLM should be available for this project. You have profiles that manages kind of like a purpose of something that you're working on, what model to use for a specific capability. Then we have prompts and agents, which are the two feature packages that we're actually launching and that I want to show you how it works. Then we have context, which will define how AI works for a specific user persona. So this is where you define things like tone of voice or style, or whether it should be speaking very fancily or however you want it to be. And then of course, analytics, logs, and settings are where you can actually debug your stuff. This is where all the governance comes from. So let's see it for real. Let's go to connections and add our OpenAI connection here. So we can use the same model as ChatGPT uses. You can see this uses a provider concept. From the marketplace, you can install the OpenAI connector. You can install as you can see here, the Amazon connector, the Azure connector. And the point of this is to give you all the flexibility that you need. And as you see, you can actually have multiple of these providers installed in the same project and choose which model is best for just the specific use case that you want to solve. Next, we go to contexts. So context is where you set up like a persona, and here you can see that I've set up the Umbraco Marketeer, and it uses the Umbraco tone of voice so that you know that it'll get everything right just for us. And then if we go into profiles, you can see here that I've set up two profiles. One is for image recognition and one is for text review. And for each of them, I can set up like specific choice of what LLM to use, what model to use, and settings like the temperature or how many tokens to spend or stuff like this. So super, super flexible, and you get to choose just the model that's right for your use case. But let's actually see it in practice. So when we go over to the content section, you can see we have our regular starter kit here, and I've started adding myself here as an author. So now let's open up our copilot and ask it to help me write a summary of my own profile and use that in the subtitle field. So it knows where I am. It'll ask for my permission before it does anything on my behalf. And when I click the button, you'll see that it fulfills, it puts the stuff in the subtitle, and I can move on to my next thing. So it also has access to the media library, so I'll ask it to find a picture of me. And of course, because it knows who I am and the image is tagged properly, it'll find my image and it'll set it for me again after I approve, of course. So there's always a human in the loop, but it's super powerful and it'll just make it easier. I didn't have to browse the media library and find my own picture here. But let's actually see what media it is that it found for me. So if we look at that media item a little bit closer, you can see that it found the right one. In this picture here, it actually found it from the name. You see my name is up there in the top. But as you can see, the alternative text and the tags are actually still empty here. So of course, if any information would have been in here, it could have found it from that as well. But this is a pretty good use case to show off another thing here. So the other package that we're showing off today is to allows you to store like prepared one-time prompts and attach them to a field that you use often. So something that can be small, can be large, but something you find yourself doing repeatedly where AI can help you. So I've made one here for alternative text. So anywhere there's an alternative text field, you can see that 3 buttons will show up, and there's a button right here that will generate an automatic alt text from it. So it comes up with something here, and if you don't like it, of course, I mean, it doesn't explicitly say I have gray hair, so I should just regenerate one, and we'll go ahead and select that one. I'll insert it, and off I go. Now my image has an alternative text as well. I think this is pretty cool, and it just shows how easy it is to connect a prepared prompt to just one field and have that ease of use right where you need it. Another place where something like that could be helpful is probably when it comes to like writing SEO text. So I've made another one for the meta description. So anywhere there's a meta description field, you'll have the opportunity here to let AI help you write this response basically just from the content that's already on the page. This is very easy, and as I said before, like your imagination is the limit of this. Anywhere you have a field, you can connect a prepared prompt to it and get just the help that you find. So much time to be saved here. But before we end the demo, I just want to show one more thing about the Copilot, right? So the Copilot can actually also browse the web on your behalf. So here I'm just asking it to find some fun facts about myself on the Umbraco Teams page. But you can imagine that you would point this to look at a competitor's page and suggest changes to you, or look at some kind of legal document to see if everything that you're doing is actually holding up. So I think this is pretty crazy. Umbraco, now there's AI inside of Umbraco. It's not only Umbraco in AI tools. You saw the foundation layer that gives you everything that you want to work on. You saw the prompts that lets you prepare prompts for repetitive tasks. And you saw the Copilot that showcases what the Umbraco agent package will actually let you do. So more on that in just 1 second. So yeah. So from day one, you'll be able to choose your own providers. From day one, we'll be shipping with OpenAI, Gemini, Anthropic, Amazon Bedrock, and the Azure, the whole Microsoft Foundry. So plenty of models to choose from. But as I said, these are actually built on top of the provider pattern. So we expect that the community and even ourselves from HQ will be adding more and more to the marketplace. So they will be very simple for you to install. We expect more to come. So I think the main difference for us is that we don't want to monetize AI usage. I think that's the main difference between us and many of our competitors. Everything we do at Umbraco is to grow the adoption of Umbraco. And with AI, our focus is really on credibility and flexibility. So that means for you as an end customer, you get a much safer long-term platform choice. Even if something changes, even when there's the next disruption in AI, Umbraco will still be a great fit for you. And as partners, you get to be the expert here. You set up the solution just how you want it to be for your project, for your customer, and that's what makes you unique. AI should be for everyone, for the enthusiasts, for the skeptics, for the tinfoil hats, and anyone in between. And the proof to our commitment to this is that everything that you saw today in the demos, the foundation, the 2 feature packages, all of that is open source, so anybody using Neo Umbraco can use this very soon. So let's talk about the timeline. So for Umbraco in AI, we already released the developer MCP. You can go ahead and use that. That's available for version 16 and 17. We've added it to the marketplace as well, so it's a little bit easier to find, and you have something to link to send your customers to if they're looking. We're also making an AI MCP template, so it's going to be easier for those of you building packages for Umbraco to add MCP servers to your packages as well. Next will be an editor MCP that's a little bit more narrow in scope, so it's a little bit more safe to give out to your actual editors. Thirdly, as I said, we're working on skills. The first one will be back office extension skills. So it's going to be easy for coding agents to write back office extensions on the new back office inside of Umbraco. I would encourage you to go out and try that today already. We've made an open source repository for you. So if you go to this URL on GitHub, you should be able to find all of the skills and start using them. And please do and give us your feedback and see where it does stuff wrong so we can do this even better. And then secondly, or after that, we will work on more general implementation skills, so it'll be better for you that's just implementing on top of Umbraco. For AI inside of Umbraco, I'm very happy to say that Umbraco.ai, the foundation package, is going to be available today, alongside all of the 5 providers that you saw in the demo today. The agent's prompts package as well is going to be available today. And the foundation for the copilot, which we call the agent feature package, is going to be in preview today. It's built on top of Microsoft agent framework, so that's only in preview state, so we can't really say that it's more than a preview from us either. But go ahead and try that out. See what you can build on top of our agent framework here. And then thirdly, or fourthly, the Copilot is still what we consider in development. We've made it available so you can find it on the monorepo that holds everything, so you can try it out and see where it works and where it still fails sometimes. It is experimental and it's in development, but I'm happy to launch that in the coming months. Our AI team is working really hard. So much is happening and progress is so fast, and I'm so excited to see where AI is going to take us in the coming months and year. This is only the beginning, and we want to keep doing all of this with you.
Super stuff, Philip. I mean,
I'm very excited, as you can hear.
There's no doubt about that. A couple of reflection, because you gave a very good tee up for next session there. But just for the fact of it, if that's not a solid AI strategy, I don't know what it is. This is whatever you read out there, articles up and down, and we read a lot about it. This is perfectly fitting in. This is only the beginning, as you say. Build what you want, how you want it with AI. This is so good as it is. And I really like the way you also picked out the most challenging task there is out there for AI currently. Find fun facts about yourself. They were so fine-tuned, you can't see it. I will do this in slow motion. So we'll see all those. Anyway, tee up for next one. Emma.
Yes.
With you, he said.
Yes, with you. And I'm very, very glad that you mentioned that these things that we really want to be building with you, always with you. We're in a really exciting landscape right now, and one of the things that we've learned along 20 years of open source maturity here at Umbraco is that when we build things with you, the Umbraco community, we tend to build the right things. So I'm very excited to announce that we're going to be launching an AI community team and an AI community advisory board. We'd really love for you to sign up to those things. Keep an eye on our socials, because that will be with you today. The opportunity to join us. We are so excited about what you are going to build alongside us on top of the foundation layer, the feature packages that are going to spring up all across the marketplace and the ecosystem, that we've even launched a brand new category in our Umbraco Package Awards for this year, 2026. So we will be asking you to show us exactly what you're building in the AI space. We are incredibly psyched because, as Philip and Matt have both mentioned, innovating with the community really helps us to create the right things, the things that you need. We see the real world use of all of these things. This is doing AI for real with you. So let's talk a little bit about version 17, our latest version, the LTS. We are so excited to be able to say that it's really had your vote of confidence. The uptake has been incredibly fast. We have more downloads of V17 than 16, 15, and 14 combined. Now, this is even faster than we expected. We launched in November. That's 1% of all of our upgrades happening every day onto this version. We expect this to continue going forward. And for my part, it's been an absolute delight to hear people in the community talking about the ease of going from LTS to LTS when we expected that this would be a big leap, but you're already out there doing it. And what's next for our CMS, for our system, for our software, for our community? There's so much that I could tell you now, but let's pick out just a couple of highlights. The first being global elements. Now, this is a feature that we've been working on for some time, and you have been requesting for an awfully long time. And what we're talking about here is reusable content. So I'm going to show you a sneak preview of our library section, a brand new library section in the CMS where you can store all of your reusable content. So that will contain blueprints, it will contain the elements, anything that's not routable, British, non-routable content will live here. And in the future, we look to supporting tags here too. It's a really, really welcome feature because out there implementing Umbraco sites, doing anything twice, it's just not a great editor experience, and we care deeply about editor experience. So this library section sets out to solve some of your issues around this. We're also very excited to be bringing you load balancing in cloud this summer. And we've been working on, our team is currently working on this feature. We know it's been requested, and we are very, very excited to be able to deliver that this summer. If you're very interested in the other things in the roadmap for version 18, but also beyond and around the ecosystem, then you can check that out here. I mean, there's so much on it. I was looking this morning and I was thinking, well, what shall I mention? I'm excited about the search abstraction layer that's currently available as a package, but will be moved into core. We're looking at switching out MPOCO for EF Core. I could go on, but really take a look and see what's most relevant to you. There's an awful lot to get excited about there. So we want to continue to innovate with you. It's honestly such a joy to work at a company that's been going for 20 years of open source work. We know that you are our best research and development department that we could hope for. The marketplace of ideas, we live in the Umbraco marketplace. Our packages are there, so are yours. We know what you're trying to build, what you want to build, and what you're really brilliant at building, because we get to see that work every day. And we have people talking at length about how wonderful the choices are because you're working in an open source ecosystem. There's no limit to our imagination because we get to imagine those things with you. Now, in the last 4 years, we've bought several products in-house to maintain. The MCP server is a fantastic example of community innovation that has really, really served us. Everything that we're doing here with AI, the foundation of that lives in that innovation that happened outside of the company and inside of our community. It's a shifting industry. And Philip mentioned, this space is innovating so quickly, and we feel like we are perfectly positioned to really make the most of those opportunities because we're not just Umbraco HQ, we're Umbraco HQ hand in hand with the Umbraco community. Now, one of the things that we really like to do is show up exactly where you are. You can meet us all online, but there are a handful of places that you can meet not just myself, not just these fellas either side of me, but so many people from our organization and so many Umbraco community members. And that's at some of our events. Now, we have meetups, we have festivals, we have conferences, some of them run by us and some of them run by the Umbraco community. Umbraco Spark is the very first of those coming up chronologically next this year, and that's going to be in Bristol in the UK, and right there we're going to have a hackathon helping you, or working with you, to build some of those packages that we hope we see at Codegarden in the Package Awards nomination category, but we hope to see on the marketplace. So join us at Umbraco Spark this year in March in Bristol. We would really, really love to work with you on some of those AI packages. And it's not just Umbraco Spark. There'll be more events in the UK, one in London, there'll be Australia, India, the US. I mean, I could just go on, but it's better if you take a look yourself. So go to umbraco.com/events if you want a comprehensive list of all of our events. But please take a look at the community website too. Have a look at our highlights, what's coming next for you from the community teams. As Matt said, we welcome 93 new partners globally this year, which is so incredibly exciting. But each one of those We really cannot tell you how much value there is in looking at the Umbraco community. Stay really close to us. Help us to innovate, change our minds when we get things wrong, and really, really stay involved and stay close. We can save you so much time, and we are all better when we innovate together. And speaking of innovating together with the community, some really exciting projects that we've worked on hand in hand with the community are still coming up. Philip, I think you want to say something.
That's a great. I keep on referring to the community as the superpower.
It truly
You
is.
didn't say that.
No, because
It's my.
it's yours. That's
yours.
That's your personal.
That's
brand.
with me.
Yeah.
That's a CEO level superpower, but it is. It's a true superpower, and you can see it is. And also cliffhanger. We're going to hand over to Philip again, and he's done another demo.
Ooh. Very nice. Very nice.
Take it away.
Segue.
Good segue.
Just segue.
Yeah.
Just take it away, Philip.
Great. Well, this day has been front and center of my mind for quite a while. It's not very often that we get to build a totally new product, and today we're ready to launch a new product to the world. I could not be more excited. Umbraco Compose is a data orchestration platform. It takes composable from something that is a buzzword into something that is a reality. It makes it scalable, but also maintainable. It's working to simplify data orchestration and make it easy and maintainable to work with data from multiple sources. It turns your data from complex data that lives in all of your enterprise sources into something that is shaped for delivery, that is simple, that is connected, and that is flexibly available anywhere you need it. Very, very strong. So Umbraco Compose is a great fit for multiple data sources and or multiple channels. It can be used with any source system out there that you would like, and for any channel technology. So whether you're building apps or websites or dashboards or anything like that, Umbraco Compose is a great fit. You should not use Umbraco Compose if you're doing like real-time data or state management or anything like that. You should use specific systems for that. Some of you, I know, are building something like this for each customer every time. And what you now get is actually a lot less maintenance, a lot less custom code that can break, that has errors that are unresolved, that are unsecure. So you'll be faster, you'll be more safe, and you'll be much more efficient as well. And with GraphQL as the powerful ingredient that binds together all of your data. And it scales with you. It's built on top of heavy caching inside of Cloudflare, so it performs brilliantly, resiliently, and globally. It's just real magic to see. And maybe you'll recognize this when you see the explainer video out there on social media these days. But again, seeing is believing. So I would like you to meet ProTech Supply. It is my completely made-up company that I made up for this demo. And of course, they sell power tools to handymen and women and professionals online, of course. So with Compose, an architecture could look something like this. In the middle, you have the website. The website, of course, serves the end user. It serves bots and LLMs and whoever is using the website, right? And the website gets all of its data from the orchestrator, which is Umbraco Compose. Umbraco Compose, in terms, gets data from its favorite CMS, which is Umbraco CMS, of course. It could be any other CMS if you want to. And in the beginning, we'll just have Umbraco Compose get its data from a Google Sheet somewhere. Then we use Cloudflare to serve all the media, so they're globally available and super fast and snappy. And we'll use more or less best of breed search for search, which is Algolia. At least that's my go-to very often. But a cool thing to note about this diagram is that Algolia actually gets its data from Umbraco Compose. So Algolia doesn't know anything about the content that lives in the CMS or where the products are actually stored. It gets all of the data through Compose. So that way, it knows about the content, it knows about products, but it doesn't know where it's coming from. And I'll show you in a bit why that's so magical. And when you are using Umbraco CMS, of course, we up the experience a little bit because we have both of them. So we can give you, as a marketeer, a great experience when you're working with Umbraco CMS, where you can work with content as if it was inside of the CMS. But let's actually see it in action. Here we see their website. It is built on top of Umbraco Compose. It has rich media. It has a product carousel, as you can see, some news items. There's some category pages with lists of categories. Of course, you can use the facets from Algolia and find just the product you can afford. And on the detail page, of course, you can read all about the individual product that you're looking for. It also has some searching, so if you're looking for something specific, like a drill, you can find that again. And again, it's all Algolia getting all of this data and searching powering the search for you. So, as I said, it gets all of its content from its favorite CMS, or my favorite CMS, where we see some news items. And it's very powerful. It's just what you want from Umbraco, of course. And today it's just getting all of the products from a Google Sheet. There's a lot of products in here. You see like 10,000 rows or something. But it's a very simple product model for now. It's a funny story. I actually made ChatGPT make the Google Apps script that sends all this data off to Umbraco Compose. So like building the entire integration took me like 45 seconds, and sending 10,000 products off to Google Compose lasted around 80 seconds to complete. So very powerful, very scalable, even when you have a lot of products in here. But of course, let's see how it performs in reality. Of course, everybody knows and loves a good Lighthouse score. So without much optimization here, we actually end up with a 99 score on Lighthouse. And that's, of course, from all the tools that you would use on whatever you're building today. So this is React and Apollo and Vite. But of course, it could be anything that you'd like. Umbraco Compose doesn't force anything on top of you. So an architecture that's not too dissimilar to what I know a lot of you are building out there. But even if the products are actually coming from the Google Sheet, as you can see, as an editor, you can just find them like you would products that were inside of the CMS when you're choosing what to show on the front page or what to use for a specific campaign or anything like this. So no more copy-pasting SKUs, no more selecting the wrong one or doing any manual mistakes like this. Without any development work, it just works like a charm. So, now, as ProTech Supply matures, of course, it probably needs a PIM someday. And changing a data source in a big architecture like this would traditionally be very complex. But with Compose, it's actually very easy. A lot of these systems will probably have Umbraco Compose integrations someday, but even those who won't, or maybe here on day one, not too many will, but every source system out there will support webhooks. And with the way we treat webhooks inside of Umbraco Compose, you can point any system to send data off to Umbraco Compose. So it is truly easy to migrate over. And because the data actually comes from Umbraco Compose, now when we look at Algolia, you'll see that now all the product information, the extra product information is actually available in here as well. So all of a sudden, your searching will be much more powerful, much better at giving the user what they're actually searching for. And if you want to, we can take advantage of that and just add a new facet here. So this is all just configuration in Algolia. So I'll add a new facet. I'll choose battery voltage so I can make sure that I only buy products that actually fits the batteries that I already have in my garage. So I'll add that as a facet or an attribute for faceting, save it, and now without any extra ingestion, without any extra work, now when I search, when I use the filtering, you can see that now I actually also have battery voltage as something I can use as a facet. So I can find just the brand, just the voltage I have, and make sure that I find only products that actually fits my battery pack. So super powerful. But as you see here, the battery information is actually not shown on the product. So this would normally be a case where you would call in your backend developers to add something to an API. Maybe you would need to do another deployment. You'd add some front-end developers to build something on the front end. But because all the data is already available there, as a front-end engineer, all you need to do is just add that property name to your GraphQL query, and all of a sudden, all that data is available for you, and you can show it. So what used to be a multi-man, multi-hour thing is now a 10-minute change, and you have extra information available on your product pages. I think this is pretty powerful, and it really shows what GraphQL can do for you. So you just saw a demo here where we're doing what I would say is composable for real, right? You saw a best-of-breed thing with multiple of the tools that you know and love already, a PIM and a CMS, and there's some searching and Cloudflare and all of this, with a great Lighthouse score, with lots of products coming in, being searchable, and while during a 2-minute demo, we managed to change out a data source, and everything kept working. More data was available for faceting in your search, and for your front-end engineers to add to the website. Super powerful stuff coming in Umbraco Compose. So of course you're asking yourself, how do I get this? How do I pay for this? So I want to take just a second to talk about how we do the pricing of Compose. So we wanted to do something that is predictable for you, so you know exactly what to expect. When your product goes viral or when you have Black Friday, your bill should not explode. So instead, we chose to focus our pricing on ingestions. So you get unlimited nodes, unlimited collections, unlimited schemas, unlimited users. All of this you get included whatever price you pay. And instead, as I said, instead of having tiers based on that, we do the tiers based on ingestions. So you will have 30,000 ingestions, so that's 1,000 changes a day on the professional plan. And then there's an enterprise plan if you need more than that. So if you have very complex data or data that changes very frequently, you might want to go for the enterprise plan. And obviously there's an implicit tier here on the right where you can get just what you want, and all it takes is to give us a call. So Umbraco Compose is of course a little bit of a technical product. So we're offering an architectural review and onboarding session with all new customers for everyone. So I'm super excited about Compose being available, and I would like to just go ahead and invite you to book your intro call and get started today.
Brilliant. What
A product launch.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yep.
We said when we started this and we're rehearsing that we shouldn't use the word excited too many times, and I think we are really excited. I just see the next step is also, and you were in the middle there, so don't be surprised when we start selling power tools, because we already have the site. It's just missing about 10,000 products. But we're already there.
AI generated those for me, so it was good.
It's all going to be there. Brilliant. Okay, we start to get to the end at this. But there is one thing that we want additionally to talk about here, is also one thing that we launched not too long ago, a month or so. We launched the Umbraco for Enterprise. And if I just reflect on this, this is not really something new. I got a partner that said, frankly to me, and said that, well, I don't get it. We're already doing this. But the fact of the matter is that we've been compared to some of our competitors, and we need to be able to be comparable. We are enterprise ready, and we've been playing in this field for a long time. But what we do now is that we package, we do a full package, where we put all our tools and applications, including Compose, and also the AI enablement, and cloud, into one package. We put it into also the extended enterprise support. We also have the onboarding services and the proactive support to it. It is one agreement, no hidden extra cost as it is. It will be a part that is meant for complex and large-scale digital solutions. It means the enterprises. And the thing is here, which is extremely important to emphasize, is that we're not going anywhere with this. We are staying where we are, but the market is coming to us. So when the big corporations are knocking on our door, we need to be able to respond in a way that they feel comfortable, so they don't perceive us in the wrong way. So this is a way to perceive and how to package Umbraco into an Umbraco for Enterprise. Along with the ISO certification, this is something important, along with Compose that we just heard about, along with the rest of the things we do, we are enterprise ready and we've been there for quite a while. Now we get an offering out there. This has been extremely well received, very positive, and we have partners out there that are promoting this for it and also selling it as it is. So a smart move, a needed move for us just to ensure that we are perceived in the right way. But again, emphasizing, we're not moving anywhere. We're not moving any of our important customers behind, now focusing on something different. The market is coming to us.
I think the thing that really triggered the change for us was the people in Umbraco. That tipped the balance. I think we liked the product anyway, but knowing we could work with an organisation which had people who were that strong and capable and enthused and genuinely wanted us to succeed, that really made a difference. Thames Water is the largest water company in the UK. It serves 16 million people in London and the southeast of England. Sometimes we will get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people coming to our site to see if there's been an incident or something's going on. It's very important that we are secure, we have to be performant and available, so we have to make sure that site's there 24/7. With Sitecore, we had a number of issues technically with it. It wasn't as stable or as performant as we wanted it to be. We were paying a lot for a product which we really didn't get a lot of benefit from. We saw we could make a business case where we could make it work by changing our cost model and fixing all the things that we'd had problems with in the past.
The next thing that we benefited from is what steps can we do to mitigate risk? And we were taking an approach of how can we get customers onto the new website as quickly as possible. And that was, we identified a single page and got customers on that. We were able to learn on that and then started building out more pages that customers were using. And we just gradually built more and more traffic onto the new CMS.
We really liked the interface, it's very clean, and I think all of us in the content team found that we almost didn't need any training in how to use it. You just automatically know how to use it because it's that intuitive. It was just felt very fresh and modern and easy to use.
By saving the infrastructure, it's probably paid for the licensing cost. And then we've got the additional savings on top of that. That's just now money we can utilise elsewhere in the business or help to support the customers further.
The fact that we could go with you with a partner that had provide the right support for us, and we could implement a solution that we knew would scale to what we wanted to achieve.
The migration has been simple, highly supportive from Umbraco, and easy.
And there you heard it. Simple, cost-effective, save money, support. That is Umbraco for Enterprise in real life. A very, very big customers of ours. Brilliant example. We want more of those, and there are many out there. So we are just about to get to the end, but we have a very, very important promotion and message at the end here. So let's get to the next step.
So we've actually saved the best thing till last, haven't we?
Yep.
This is the best part
Absolutely.
of every winter keynote for me. We're going to be speaking a little bit about Codegarden 2026. So, Codegarden 2026 is in Copenhagen. I am sure you've already heard. And what we'd love for you to do is visit our website and buy yourselves a ticket, because that is the next time you can see the three of us all together on stage talking. You wouldn't want to miss that, first of all. But also, we have a really, really exciting year ahead. I mean, I'm overusing the word exciting, but I feel like this is the section for it now. So, first of all, yes, we'll be back in Copenhagen for the first time in many, many years. And we're going to be integrating our business track into our main event, which means that everybody can come to Codegarden. Everybody has a reason to come to Codegarden. Everybody has a reason to speak at Codegarden. And it's with that in mind, I want to tell you that there is one more day to submit your talk to Codegarden. The call for speakers actually closes tomorrow at midnight. So if you have any ideas, please let us know what they are. Go and buy tickets now. We can't wait to see you in Copenhagen. So yeah, it's going to be super exciting.
It is. Last year was my first Codegarden.
Yes.
And as you said, it was something special that you can't really describe. As one participant said, there is no better conference from a social and professional standpoint, and it's so vibrant. So you haven't been there, you have to go there.
Yes.
Now is the time.
Now's the time.
Time for some confetti.
Now time for some confetti. Bring in some confetti. There we have it. Bats is on.
Okay.
Okay, on 3.
See you in Copenhagen.
2, 1. See you in Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.